Next in the cage, fighting MMA, we have Jeremiah Humphrey, fighting out of several gyms, including Elevation Fight Team, Pound for Pound, Vital Training Systems, and High Altitude Martial Arts. And he's honoring and representing U.S. Army service member Neil Magny.
This fighter, JR, I saw fight in his last fight, was dominating the fight and got caught. And it can happen.
As will happen.
You don't want it to, but when you fight here, I mean, there's a reason that there's really, you know, you can take John Bones Jones, you can say that, but I mean, he lost by disqualification, but there's only really been true one undefeated fighter. Yeah. It happens to everybody.
That it does.
Oh, everybody except one. Khabib Nurmagomedov. Another riser from Sparta, Dustin Jacoby, broke the top 15.
Nicely done, sir.
Yeah.
Proud of those Colorado guys doing it upright.
Well, he won that King of Sparta tournament.
Yep.
That what got their attention. They said, hey, let's see you fight. He was trying to angle for a contract. Came in, won the boxing, kickboxing, and then the main event.
Yep. Speaking of King of Sparta champions,
oh yeah,
we referenced him earlier, LT Smash Nelson. He's the person on the left in your screen there.
And listen, if LT goes a couple weeks without fighting, you wonder what's going on.
Yeah, well, what's happening there? Letting his bruised knuckles heal.
Again, like last time Jeremiah fought, was dominating, and it just got caught.
And his opponent, fighting out of the Larry H. Miller Volkswagen of Lakewood Blue Corner, please welcome to the cage, Patrick Cumming.
The next fighter is Patrick the Punisher Cumming, fighting out of Trials Gym and honoring U.S. Army veteran Rustin Hughes.
Trials MMA, another good gym going up. Well, Jeremiah's got a few gyms, but Elevation's one of them.
Trials basically across the street.
Yep.
So, short trip to the cage for Mr. Cumming this evening.
Now, the difference for Cumming will be, what did he hydrate up to? I'll tell you more about that after we get to the tail of the tape, brought to you by Leatherneck Heating and Cooling.
Humphrey, 27 years old. He's the younger versus the 32-year-old and experienced. Cumming almost even in height of 5'10 versus 5'11. 1-1 for the freestyle fighter in Humphrey versus 3-1 for the MMA fighter, Patrick Cumming.
What I wanted to tell you about Cumming is he's coming down from 170 pounds down to 155, and that's a big difference, and it's a big change.
Really
what
is.
did he hydrate back up to? It's going to be interesting to see.
And how did the weight cut go?
Yes.
Was it easy? Was he having difficulties all the way getting onto the scale, or did it go well for him?
His last fight, I thought he won. He lost by split decision, and by watching that fight, I would have given the fight to him.
Yeah. And one thing coming from the Trials gym, full of guys that know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
So he was well coached throughout the weight cut by a ton of guys that have already done that throughout their pro careers.
It's my money. All I'm asking for a little respect, baby. You know. Boy, two guys that are in incredible shape. I mean, he is lean. He's lean.
Hey, coach.
This is going to be a good one, JR. Just got that feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, this lightweight MMA bout is brought to you by Old Glory Custom Curbing. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the Brandon Dodge red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155.8 pounds. He is fighting in honor of U.S. Army veteran Neil Magny, and he fights out of Denver, Colorado, introducing Jeremiah Humphrey.
Mr. Humphrey looking to
And
be
his
in
opponent
great shape.
fighting out of the Larry H. Miller Volkswagen of Lakewood Blue Corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 154.2 pounds. He is fighting in honor of U.S. Army veteran Rustin Hughes, and he fights out of Fort Collins, Colorado. Introducing Patrick Cumming.
Wow, Cumming looks to be in great
Yeah,
shape too.
I
My
looked
goodness.
at them both coming to the cage going, wow.
Fighters, you've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times and obey my commands at all times. I expect a clean, fair fight. Touch them up if you wish.
All right, Humphrey wearing the checkerboard trunks. Cumming wearing the black trunks. Cage doors locked. Punchy, kicky, chokey time.
There we go. Both fighters in incredible shape. Let's see what Cumming does with that weight cut. I like that Colorado flag tattoo, by the way, on his rib cage. I've been looking for something for my back. That might be it.
There you go. Ooh, nice inside leg kick thrown by Humphrey. Oh, these guys are so fast.
Yep. Lightning. Both kind of feeling each other out right here. Where's that distance at? Left hand missed.
As we saw in tail of the tape, fairly equal in the height.
Cumming big, looks a lot different at 155 and 170. That punch landed by Humphrey. Again, going downstairs, changing levels.
Both these guys throwing single techniques, and neither one of them doing anything to disguise their kicks. Throwing a single kick. Boss Rutten would be going nuts.
Cumming rushed in off that last kick.
Rutten's always talking about don't throw a naked kick, meaning don't throw just a single technique.
Follow it up.
Yep, or disguise it with punches so that it has better effect.
Cumming trying that knee. Both fellas trying the knee.
Yeah, answered by Humphrey. So much experience in the cage right now. Both these guys so calm.
Dial in right in front of us. Again, a little bit feeling out. Minute 15 left in this round. Cumming tried to grab that single leg, unable to do so.
I like the way that Humphrey exited that by way of using circular footwork.
That
Didn't
kick right
back
there.
up straight. Yeah, that one hurt.
That one hurt. We heard it here.
Man, it's so hard to condition the inside of the thigh for kicks. You can teach the outside of your leg to take fairly hard kicks, but conditioning the inside is just different.
Yeah, the other thing, it can change how your gait is during that fight. You hit it enough. Good defense right there by Humphrey. Oh, and a
nice
knee.
job with the kick. Actually threw a kick to the body because, as we talked about earlier, you can't knee to the head there. So really wise choice of technique there by Cumming.
I thought he kneed him in the body, and it was a kick.
Oh,
another
brutal
low
kick by Humphrey.
Brutal.
This guy's exchanging some power blows.
Yeah, Humphrey looked sharp. And again,
Yeah,
like I said,
crisp.
he did. He looked crisp and sharp the last time he fought.
10 seconds, gentlemen.
Another tough kick.
Oh, and that one. Hard to tell if that was
a slip or what it
if
was.
that was partially a knockdown by way of Humphrey's kick, or if it was Cumming just wanting to be committed to the takedown.
You look at the inside of his leg by his knee, and I saw him limp over. I saw him Cumming limped over to the corner, and I believe it's his right leg.
It is, and boy, we need some ice on that one, Coach.
Woo. Yeah, he got cracked a couple times there, and he's feeling it. And what you want to make sure is your opponent didn't see that.
Exactly, yep. The proverbial waving the red flag in front of the bull, give him a target there.
We're yellow next time.
Vinny Lopez in the corner with LT Nelson for Mr. Humphrey.
That's an imposing corner, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. A lot of tattoos in that corner. Ryan the Lion Schultz, former PFL fighter, in the corner of Cumming, and I know.
Oh, nice stiff jab.
I know we're both watching the right leg of Cumming to see how he's able to bear weight on it and move, and doing well so far, but he hasn't taken a kick on it yet in this round. So.
No, but Humphrey's definitely going with a game plan of going downstairs. And he's got a stiff jab that goes along with it. Hit that right leg again.
Actually, it's
left leg.
Yeah, left leg.
Left leg. Now that was the right leg. I mean, he's chopping into both.
Yeah, might as well. Cumming switches up the game plan a little bit, says, see if he can't take this to the ground. And
spinning back fist
Humphrey
did not
says
work.
No. Cumming just pulls him to the ground, but really nice job controlling the fall by Humphrey, and ends up in full mount.
Yep.
Working the grapevine is Humphrey, trying to keep Cumming from being able to bridge and hip scoot out of there.
Cumming is making sure that he can stay up, but when you look at Humphrey, he had a couple to the back of the head that got the officials' attention, and they made sure to get clean.
Yep. Humphrey now looking to work a little crossface, a little pressure down.
Humphrey's got some blood coming too.
Interestingly enough, Humphrey skips off a full mount.
Boy, look at that left leg. It is just shooting. You can see the inside of the thigh right there,
yeah.
bruised.
Brutal, bruised and welting.
Oh yeah.
So Humphrey skipped off to the side. I think he was really wanting to do that so that he could get more freedom of his head. See if he decides to go back to mount now that his head's free, or and just barely misses with the winging punch.
Yeah, that was loaded up with that one. Comes up swinging.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The fact that he keeps moving with that, I'm interested to see if Humphrey brings him out and makes him move a little more with that leg. He's cut open too.
I was gonna say bloodied up from the ground and pound is coming, and then just absolute planted is coming. Humphrey, good job with the takedown.
Yeah, and Humphrey's got a guillotine in, but it's not strong. I think he can slide out of that. Let's see.
Well, he's off to the side, but
actually that's not bad.
Yeah, Cumming trying to get him into guard so that he can control the hips a little bit.
Nope, he had it for a little bit there. It seemed like it was decent position. Humphrey's leaking from the face. I think he's got a cut on the bridge of his nose, and the inside of his left thigh is just destroyed.
Knee on bicep momentarily for Humphrey, trying to shut down some of the defensive abilities of Cumming. Cumming working a leg wrap on one side, but right with 10 seconds left, Humphrey able to attain full mount. It looked like maybe he was thinking about skipping over to go for a head and arm choke, but end of the round brings us to the third.
And remember, JR going into this thing, you look at both of his legs, the inside of his thighs, man. I mean, that is, when you come down 15 pounds, you don't know how your body, listen, you can spar all you want in the gym until you get to that weight cut. You don't know how your body's going to react.
With that having been said, he doesn't look like the weight cut has hurt him. I mean, he's been active and moving fully to his capabilities the entire time. On the replay here, we're checking out the attempted guillotine. No real threat there because Humphrey was all the way off on the side. Cumming tried to get full guard so that he could control the hips, but just classic guard pass, pressure down on the knees, and then step over into mount is what Humphrey did on that one.
And that's a good point. My counterpoint is that Humphrey's used to being at this weight.
Yeah.
And when you're used to being at that weight, there's no change for you.
Right.
And he sees that leg.
Third and final round, gentlemen.
And the corner, if he didn't, the corner pointed it out.
Yes. And he goes right after it.
And again, Humphrey's going to be careful here because this is what happened to his last fight that he was dominating. But he's going to get the takedown here, and I think that was just a weak leg, JR.
Yeah, and immediately skipping off into side control is Humphrey.
Corner's telling him he's got to work. He knows it.
And that's it for as big a weight cut as he had. He's continued working the whole fight. I haven't seen a time where it looked to me like Cumming was trying to take a break or rest or anything. He's going and going and going.
The fact that he's standing on that leg is amazing. Got to watch it here. Oh, look at that, going for the Kimura. He's going for the Kimura.
Caught it up in the scramble. Nice job by Cumming.
Humphrey's got to see what he can do with this. That happened to him this last fight, but it was a punch.
Yeah, Humphrey's not in terrible danger right now. He's got his arm about 3/4 straight. And Cumming is not in a position to transition over to the straight armbar. Typically what you'll try to do is transition from Kimura to straight armbar back and forth until your opponent makes a mistake in their defense. But
suck it up.
Yep.
Had a shot there. I mean, listen, you got to take it. When the fight's going like it's going, you got to take it.
Doing the right things for sure. Not taking nearly the punishment that he did earlier in the fight. Well, as I say that, a
right
series
then he
of
gets
about
a couple
5
grounded
strikes
pounds, yeah.
land. Still not as damaging as it was earlier in the fight.
Trying to pin that leg with that right knee too, JR.
Yeah, Cumming is short up his defense a bit here in the round. The problem is if you're relegated to playing defense, you're not scoring points on the judges' cards.
No. And right now, Humphrey's controlled this fight with a minute left. Cummings trying to bridge out of there and get out.
Yep,
and he did.
Get his knees underneath him. About 45 seconds left to go in the fight.
Whatever's Cummings got left has got to go now.
Tries for the head kick. Humphrey saw it coming, got his head out of the way.
Oh, another inside thigh kick.
Another brutal kick.
And his legs are leaving him.
Yeah, I think that was from the effect of the leg kicks.
Cummings shoot it in, tried to change level and shoot in for the takedown, but not going to go that way. Humphrey has been strong, goes up with the knee upstairs, does it again.
Well, we talked about the latter half of the card. The fight should just get better and better. These guys have put on an entertaining match for us. Humphrey trying for one more takedown, it looks like. Oh, and he gets the big throw. And that really just kind of cements things for Humphrey.
Put an exclamation point on that,
exactly.
That's for sure.
Well stated, sir. Nice sportsmanship.
Absolutely. Love to see it.
Yeah.
Go to war and then hug each other. Man, I give credit right now to Cumming for staying in this fight because when you ain't got your wheels, you don't have a whole lot.
Yeah, it's tough. And, you know, he really didn't make many mistakes. It's just Humphrey kind of had an answer for everything and seemed to be just a tiny bit ahead all the time.
The funny thing is you look at this replay, JR, if you walked into this, didn't know which fighter was fighting at 170 before, I might have thought that it was Humphrey the way he's built.
All right, Big Mo's going to give us the final word here.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 3 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the official decision. All 3 judges scored about 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jeremiah Humphrey.
Congratulations to Mr. Humphrey, gonna go home with the victory and gets to hang out with Miranda for a moment.
That was a good fight.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that one.
Entertaining for sure.
Cummings showed a lot of toughness.
We're gonna go ahead and all right, we're gonna go ahead and talk to you and tell us a little bit about that performance, how dominant it was and what you felt like.
I felt good. I just like to thank all my teammates at Team Elevation, pound for pound, vital training system. Hammer, I won't be without them. What you saw on the cage tonight was just a taste of the effort and the hell I go through with my teammates every day. It's only the beginning. I love this shit. I know that's not the question you asked, and I forgot what the question you asked was, but yeah.
How'd you feel about your performance? Did you expect it to be that dominant, that wrestling heavy? What was your game plan coming in here?
I wanted to dominate everywhere, on the ground, on the feet. I wish I was able to capitalize a little bit more on his lunging and reaching, but go back to the drawing board, go back from there. But yeah, I felt good on top, felt good on the feet, just felt good.
I don't think anybody can argue that you did well anywhere. Good job, you did amazing.
Thank you.
We getting an amazing from Miranda, that's good stuff. Wow.